That was too close. You were almost a jibble sandwich. for you.
No, I know. And feed you.
I'm coming back for you. I'm coming back for you.
What have I done?
I'm coming back for you.
What have I done? What have I done?
Dinner was done.
What have I done?
Dinner was done. I'm coming back for you. I'm coming back for you.
Is this working? I think it is. I think it's also just a bit loud for some reason. Hold on, let me play with this. Yeah, hold on. Da 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 da. Okay. Alright. I got that going. Music has come to a stop, as it was kind of supposed to. We hear my loud and hear a fan. Ah, damn it. I was afraid of the fan. I was afraid of that. Hold on. Sorry, the fan is keeping me alive in this heat. Fan's quiet enough, so it's good. Is the fan less noticeable? Because if it isn't, I actually have an idea on how to handle that. It is less. Yeah, it's practically gone. Good. Good. Okay, so sorry about that. So I had the problem of my mic not working. I'm guessing. Yeah, no worries there. I'm guessing someone's been playing with my connections on things, because my other mic is plugged into the top of my computer, and it's plugged in there for a reason, because that's the only USB port that the mic actually works on. So if it's plugged into anything else, it doesn't work. Incorrect. Well, you only change headphones? Well, I can promise you that the mic was not in the top thing, so I don't know how that happened otherwise. Regardless, I kind of just went over and swapped out with Snooze mic, since their computer is down right now, because I did not have the time to try and troubleshoot getting that to work again. That's an entire day's process. So I'm technically using Snooze voice. Hello, everybody. Today, we're going to be playing Resident Evil. Why? Because I've had an urge to play like the whole Resident Evil series for a bit now. And, well, like twofold. On the one part, I had the displeasure of forcing myself to sit through the entirety of the Netflix Resident Evil show. And it was awful. It was god awful. Like, I've been on rants on Twitter about it. I went off on a tangent on it in the end of my Fallout 3 stream. And like, now I am Ariel from Little Mermaid. Well, and like, I just wanted something good back from the series to remind myself how good it all really was. You discussed it on one of mine. I have too. Yeah, I bitched about it. I bitched about it a lot. It's so bad. On the flip side, I also went through and actually played the original OG Resident Evil game. And oh my god, that's fantastic. It was a good time. I actually was scared and on edge. Despite it being an ancient PS1 game, it still holds up. Bites my phone, bites it. Lol. And so I kind of decided, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do today. And I decided, you know what? Why don't I start going back through the series? I have like almost every game. I'm short only a handful. Why don't I actually start it? And I decided I'm going to start with this particular one because it's honestly one of the greatest Resident Evil games of all time. And that's saying a lot. Like the remake of the first Resident Evil is ridiculous. Every time I have to watch an ad, I'm going to go berserk. Oh god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're having these issues. So without further ado, I'm going to actually go over to the live scene, but I'm going to hold off on immediately starting the game, because there is a thing at the start of the OG Resident Evil that I'm hoping to be able to capture. And if I can, that'd be rad. If not, well, oh, I can. Right on. Oh no. Oh no, we have a new problem. My audio is not working. Oh, I see why. This is, not the director's cut. Register later. I'm not doing that. Don't show it again. This is the Resident Evil 1 remake. This is the HD version that was released on, is my audio still not working? Yeah, there should be sound here. Should be right. Why is it not right? What is going on? Why has everything was working a second ago? So that's making noise, but the game's not making noise. Yeah, I'm not getting any desktop audio. Hold on, let me check something. Well, that understandable. You have a good one, Snoo. Okay. Does any of the songs I was just playing, does that go through? Yes. Yeah, that stuff goes through. Why is the game not making any audio now? Hold on. I'm gonna reset the game. The technical difficulties figured out. Yeah, I don't know what was happening. Literally, I start the stream and everything has just gone wrong. Oh, I hate these things. I hate these particular days of technical difficulties where it all just stops functioning. Okay. Now the audio's back for some reason. It's loud. I'll have to go and play with the audio settings. Yeah, that was what I was really trying to show off there. That is how it starts, and like, my god, what a hell of a way to start a game. Okay, audio. Well, it seems like the audio's better now. I guess we'll lower the sound effects a little bit. Okay, because I sat down with these and I thought I had everything good. I guess I didn't.
Resident Evil.
Alright, and I thought long and hard about this one. Like, who am I going to play? Yeah, that's fine. Let's see here. Like climbing a mountain, fulfilling, which takes a lot of work. Going on a hike, good exercise, but not too strenuous. Doing for a while. We're gonna go on a hike. We're gonna go on just medium difficulty. So, do I want to play as Jill or do I want to play as Chris? It's tricky. Jill is easier than Chris, but Chris's adventure is something else. Jill's got a lot of fun, iconic voice lines, but Chris has a bunch of his own. Yeah, Jill sandwich and all that. But I kind of thought about it and went, I don't think a lot of people give Chris Redfield a whole lot of, like, love. So, you know what? We're gonna play that boulder punching asshole. We're gonna be he. Alright. Now, if you've never seen the opening of the HD version of Resident Evil, be prepared. It's graphic.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Found it yet?
No, not yet, Brad.
I believe Chris is hard mode, which is
Bizarre
why,
murder cases
right?
have recently
Yeah,
occurred in Raccoon
he is
City.
hard mode.
There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten.
Wolf.
The Bravo Team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris.
Bravo Team's
Nom nom
helicopter
nom.
was a
Nom nom
derelict.
nom. I love the head cams. Such a cool little addition.
Save for the remaining body of Kevin.
Spy corner.
We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare. This way. Damn it! Make for that mansion!
That is a long fucking run they had to make. They outrun the Cerberus while gunning down a bunch of them, and then somehow get split up on a front.
Wesker saves the day.
Captain Wesker.
Something he will regret.
Well, he had to. He had to.
We don't know where Barry is.
We don't know where Barry is. I love the somberness of that. Like those.
Is everyone all right?
Barry. Where's Barry?
He's...
No. What was that?
What was that? Sounded like a gunshot.
I'll go and check it out.
All right. Jill and I will stay and secure this area.
Chris? Take care.
Yeah.
Going off on his own. And here we are.
This is the remake version, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the remake version. So it is really pretty, honestly. Uh-oh. It's a pool of blood here. No, we do not want to take the emblem. No, we do not want to take that. Okay, hold on. Something feels off. How? I have that. I should be able to. We have a new problem. Yeah, I'm pressing that button, and that does not appear to be working.
I hope this isn't ///// Chris's blood.
I hope this isn't Chris's blood. He's my old partner, you know. Something's off about this. I can't aim my weapon.
Okay, that didn't work as I hoped.
Despite hitting the button like I'm supposed to. And if I can't aim my weapon, I'm going to die unceremoniously. So, hold on. What if we change controller bits?
It is equipped.
Oh, it's equipped. It's in my hand. It's right there, weapon list. Unequip it. Now I don't have it anything. Re-equip. Now I have it. Again, I was practicing this just before stream. Everything was fine. What has happened? I can play this traditional tank controls, or I can play this outside of it, but it doesn't matter when I can't aim my weapon.
It's
There we
all
go.
falling apart.
Here we go.
Crying face.
Here we go. I have to change my entire playstyle, but you know what? If it gets results, that's all that matters. It's all falling apart. We'll salvage it. I don't know why the textures on the doors are unloaded. Is there something I'm missing? Well, whatever. Alright, let's go face Destiny. The first zombie. Oh, Jesus. Still as unsettling as ever. Yeah. Oh, missed. So then, it's tricky to do, especially with these camera angles. But you can totally... You can actually totally beat this game with just a knife. I've never done it. I'm not that kind of psychopath. Oh, shit. I've locked myself in a corner. It's gonna suck. Wow. Damn, I was hoping I could get at least a quick chop on him before he turned around. 2, 3. We're gonna go for murder. Yeah. Jesus, he's sturdy. Which is wild because the damage of this knife is one swipe is about the same amount of damage as a pistol shot. So he took so much ammo to die. That's wild. The corpse of your comrade, Kenneth. It looks like he's holding something. This film that belonged to Kenneth. I need a video player to see what's recorded on it. Corpse of Kenneth. Looks like it's still been torn out. Corpse of Conrad Kenneth. Alright, that's unfortunate. So in the OG, he actually had 2 clips of ammo on him. And I was kind of hoping that that would still be the case and I'd be able to pick it up. But that doesn't appear to be it.
I think pistols have a higher crit hit chance.
They do. Knife, you cannot critical hit with a knife. It's impossible. But the pistols do. But if you get a critical hit, it just causes the zombie's head to just explode. Oh, yeah. Something else I found out is the original.
Jill?
You could dismember the zombies. I didn't remember that. I went through and played through it, and I was blowing their arms off and stuff, and I was like, what the hell? You actually can't do that in this. You can blow off their heads, but you can't, like, dismember them. The pistol. The old Beretta. Well, technically, this isn't a Beretta. This is technically the Samurai Edge. The iconic Stars
Yeah,
weapon designed
that was
by
because they didn't
Joseph
have
Kendall.
crimsons in the Erangel.
It's true. They did not have crimsons in the original. And if you could just dismember them in this one, it would make the crimson heads not really much of a problem. There is one major advantage that Chris has over Jill in this remake, and it's kind of specifically the remake. It's that he starts with... What is the button? I was just in the menu. Come on, me. There we go. Now I have to get used to that because it's a new button layout. He starts with the lighter, which makes dealing with crimson heads just...
I mean, imagine Crimson crawling at your high speeds. That would be worse.
It would be awful. Despite it being the updated control scheme where I don't have to play through take controls, it doesn't necessarily play well with the camera at times, so if I move a little jerky, well, that would be why. Okay, so we've reported to Wesker. Let's start checking doors and making sure they're locked and what have you. Another interesting thing is, in the original, there's a door here. This all existed. But there was a door here that separated these two things, and it was actually locked. And I believe it was locked from the other side. You had to go through the kitchen to unlock it. Just kind of... It's a weird experience. This used to be the one I was most familiar with, and now my thing is all jacked up from playing the OG. These angles, man. These super claustrophobic angles. Alright, handgun ammo. Sweet. How wounded am I? I got bit once, but I'm still in the fine status, so... Oh, the mysterious zombie. There's a mystery about this corpse. What the hell happened in this mansion? Later on, it just vanishes. And nothing comes of it. It doesn't become a Crimson Head. It doesn't get eaten by the birds to take up this place later. It just vanishes for no good reason. Oh god, I'm so thrown off by so much of this. I'm actually lost right now. Okay, now I kind of...
Is the Knight's Corridor near there?
Yep, it sure is. And you can see the Hall of Mirrors. And this dude is waiting right here. Now, here we go. I like the running stance. That's probably what I was gonna get that. 2... Ooh, facing the wrong way. Come on. Got 2 swipes on him there. 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's down. I don't think he's dead, though. Oh, he is dead. Huh. How about that? Conserving ammo. Fantastic. And I didn't even get munched a little bit. See, that first zombie was just ridiculously tanky for no good reason. Locked on the other side. Alright, so the arrowhead's right here. I remember that. Take the golden arrow. Time to learn about examining items. Man, it looks like you can remove its arrowhead. Sweet. Made from peridot. Poor man's emerald. You know, I think that's probably the first time I'd ever heard of the gem peridot. Was from this. Alright, that's locked from the other side. And this one is now unlocked. And this should be above the diner, I think. Should be a corridor.
I was going to say he might become the CH in this room, but he's there already.
Yeah, the Crimson Head.
So maybe they had to remove him for what's there later? Couldn't have as much moving parts in the room.
Possibly. Still. Whoa! Defense item! Now, if you can blow off the zombie's head, you can actually get that back. Just a little short. Playing a dangerous game by deciding to play knifey spoony with a bunch of zombies. Ooh. There's also a exploit. I know it's in the OG. I don't know if it's in this one as well. Oh damn! Kicked his ass. Is he dead though? Apparently so. Yeah, he's bleeding out underneath him. There was a glitch exploit that people took advantage of, especially for the knife-only runs, where you'd swing the knife and then you would go into your menu. Yeah, it's not in this one because I just tried. But you swing the knife, go into your menu, and it would reset your animation. So you could actually rapid fire the knife and actually out-damage most weapons in this game because of it. And so doing knife runs with that wasn't actually too big of a deal. Alright, so we only have limited inventory space. We only have these 6 slots, so we have to be careful what we're carrying and what we're doing. So we're going to leave that gem in there for a while until we get the next way around to being able to use it. However, we can use this parry dot. Alright, oh, that threw me off. This door doesn't exist in the original Resident Evil. That door entirely doesn't exist. In fact, that window in the front thing isn't there. It just goes off into this, like, kind of wall of nothing. This doesn't exist. But, this is still pretty cool. I remember when I played this for the first time all those years ago, that door threw me the fuck off so bad. Alright, there's an item over there, one of the masks, but we can't get it yet. Cemetery. Shotgun shells, but until I have the shotgun, not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna be able to get the shotgun for a little bit now. Ooh, there's an indentation shaped of an arrowhead, and I hit the button by accident. Let's use it. Cool. Now, I think there's actually something down here for me already, which is the reason you want to go down here. I believe there's actually a key. The first key we need down here. What a fucking evil, evil place. This entire thing is just bad news. There is no reason a place like this should exist. The book is perfectly fitted in the indentation. Will you take the Book of Curses? Yes. Let's examine the Book of Curses. Huh, there's a key embedded in the back of the cover. Will you remove it? Absolutely. I love how it's vague. Like, if you moved it a little bit, you'd be able to see what kind of key it is, but they want you to actually examine it. Book of Curses. 4 masks. Mask that speaks no evil, smells no evil, sees no evil, and one that cannot speak, smell, or see. With all fallen into place, evil will awaken. And it will. God, it just radiates bad juju energy. Up, 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 up. Up we go. Up we go. How is my health after getting munched a bit? I'm in caution now. It's really not that bad. I've left a bunch of herbs around. A single herb will get me out of this state. Boy, the door textures are just not cooperating with me for today, but that's the least of my worries. So, let's examine this key. I think this is the sword key? Yeah, it's the sword key. So now we can go to a bunch of places throughout this mansion with this key. Where all entirely, I actually don't fully remember. Not this one. Oh yeah. There's also this. Place you go to at the end of the game. But... I wonder what's on the other side of this door. Freaky. I love it. I love horror when it's being horror and not being, well, being catty, but not being too in your face. Oh, I see. That's the change in this one. Yeah, I do want that though. So there's supposed to be a little step ladder here, but there's not for some reason. But it's fine, because you can do that. A map of the first floor. Take it, abso-goddamn-lutely. I got the map. This room also is a bit different. It's not as artistic in the OG. Like, you have the statue, but this room is blue, and besides that, there's not a whole lot to it. This still exists. That door and this curtain area is still very much so in there. I'm doing something. I'm setting something up. Oh, I think it's this painting, an eerie picture of the mansion. That's actually, a door. but you need a secret key that you unlock by beating the game to get in there. Let's see if I die to this, because this is a very small... Ooh, 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 ooh. Wow, you can really move back. Look at him groove! Oh, we dancing. Oh, we dancing in the mansion. Redfield Boogie. Zombie! Oh! Oh no!
Michelle Redfield.
Michelle Redfield. Ah, damn, I ran into him. Gonna stab him in his bitch face. It's fine, though. Because, after I do this... he actually can't hurt me now. Get blocked, idiot! Well, I guess that's not necessarily true. Zombies have a move that they can do if they can't quite reach you as a last-ditch effort, where they vomit on you, and their vomit, being acidic, actually hurts you for minimal damage, but it still is a problem. There are some zombies that do it by, like, default as their main attack, and then grab you if they're close enough. But I like to do this, especially later. If you kill him and do this block-off thing, he becomes a Crimson Head in there, and he's like, gets stuck behind this. It's great. Use the sword key. We're never have to deal with that zombie again. Alright, let's push this forward, and... Ooh. Fake out. Yeah, this is the dog hallway, but they changed it in this one that it only happens if you go through, I believe, that door. You can actually avoid the zombie dog jump scare by just coming through this hallway the same way every time. It's very strange. Very strange. Hello, Chris. I'm gonna have too much fun with that. Old-fashioned lock. Yeah, because he doesn't have the lockpick, because he's not the master of unlocking, he has to find these old keys, these old rusty-ass keys. Looks like the water still works. Doesn't look like it's been serviced in a while. It's full of dirty water. Remove the plug. Jill gets this easy. Jill just kills this dude. Chris actually has to fight him. But if I'm fast enough, I can just do this. And get out before he even knows what happened. Yoinked. Alright, now we can open this door over here, which is important. Use the old key. Damn straight I'm going to use the old key. There is chemicals over here that are needed. But also running dogs. I don't remember if they can jump the fence or not. Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's pick it up with some herbs, and let's make some full heals here.
Well, my PC just decided to stop being on the net.
Aw. That's a shame. I also did this wrong, but it's fine. So we're healed. We'll combine these herbs, and now we have a full heal if things go especially wrong. And now we have the chemical fluid, which will be used later. And we really don't have a reason to
but
go
my
here.
phone is still on Wi-Fi.
That's good. I'm hoping everything's right with your computer. We're just having tech problems today. Oh no! He broke it through the door.
Seems like it.
Yeah, this is a bad room. I don't want to be in here. If I was Jill, I could do this. I'm not Jill. I have to go find the broken shotgun. I'm also genuinely thinking about swapping over to the pistol for a little bit, because I think there's 2 zombies in this room. Oh, shit!
You were a Chris sandwich.
I did not know he could do that. Oh, boy. Excuse me. It's a problem. Oh, no. Ah, knife. He's not dead. I did not know he could go through that door. Wow, he can chase you far. Hot damn. Alright, so this one's locked with a special key. Spencer family emblem is carved on the door. And then I have to be careful about using this door. I can go through this
Okay,
way.
my
this
PC
way.
just blue screened XD.
Oh god, no! Oh no, Karanzi! Oh no, me. Oh Jesus. That's so bad, dude. I'm so sorry. Is he dead? No. No, okay, yes, yes, yes. How's my health? I'm doing just fine, that's good. Okay.
I didn't think Windows 10 blue screened, ha ha ha.
All Windows can blue screen. Oh no. Special instructions for disposing of the body. Cool. So here's this.
It's fine.
We are going to put away this.
It will restart.
We're gonna leave that as it is. The save music. It's so nice. Alright, canteen's been filled with kerosene. Let's go burn.
If not, I
some
could fudge
zombies.
something with the parts I have around.
Yeah, let's prevent some crimson heads. That guy's not gonna be a problem.
Tomorrow at this point.
Tomorrow at this point. Oh! He ain't coming back! Oh, that was good. I
So,
am happy to see that.
No head?
No head. Yeah, no head. Spike's phone. Boy, I'm making this way harder for myself than it needs to be, but I am doing what I'm doing. Okay. So, I'm just trying to get my bearings and figure out what it is I should be doing and where I am in relation to things. And I'm gonna go put away the kerosene right now. None of the zombies should proc being
Oh, I
crimson heads
didn't
for
know
me.
you could get medic dozers. Surprised face.
Yes! Yes, you can. You can get those, and then you can get the... What is it? Z-Force or Z-Teams dozers? Those guys are the hardest, actually. I forgot about them. And then I was reminded about Death Wish, that Death Wish exists. Death Wish and One Down. Ugh.
Cloaker dozers.
Cloaker dozers. No, no cloaker dozer. Alright, what is this? The dog whistle. Okay, we absolutely need that dog whistle.
Good.
Just for
That would be bad.
that would be unfair. The medic dozer is a difficulty increase, no doubt, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's super doable. Let's go get another map. That actually would be harder for Jill, but for Chris, it's not that bad. Alright. Put that over there, and it burns an imprint, and then we have ourselves a map. Map of the mansion floor 2. Hell yeah. And now this place is a little bit more cozy than it was before. Why somebody would make it a thing like that in this, I don't know. Spencer was insane. I almost have 100 bullets, don't I? Yeah, we can rock the 9mm for a bit. The Beretta. The Samurai Edge. Alright. So what's over here? It should be Zambos. Should be Zambos. Where the hell? Huh. That's weird. There should be a Zambi in this hallway. Armor. There should be 2 zombies in this hallway.
Yay, PC is back.
Yay, PC is back. That's very good to hear. Scary to hear about the blue screen. That's what was happening to Snoop. And then their computer just got into a reloading thing, and it was basically just dead at that point. Will I take the dog whistle? Yes, because I need the dog whistle. Today, Sir Spencer told me to hide something where no one could find it. Well, I had this idea. I figured if I could somehow have it protected by a dangerous animal like the vicious canine that lives here, no one would be able to get near it. As far as I can tell, the mud is always hanging around the second floor balcony on the west side of the terrace, and he ought to come running at the sound of the dog whistle. This is where you come in. The thing is, I reckon that you're the only person that can get near that damn dog without risk of serious mauling. Which means only you can put this collar on him. The object that Sir Spencer wants hidden is concealed inside. You're the only person I can trust with this. Of course, you'll get something out of it as well. Remember, the certain item that you've always wanted to get hold of. Well, in exchange for your services, I might be able to get it for you. This could work out well for both of us. John told me. They actually reference that dog whistle in the Resident Evil show. In one of like the 2 episodes I really enjoyed, they do a bunch of weird Resident Evil puzzles inside of Wesker's house, and one of those involves using their dog whistle to summon their little pooch, who happens to have a collar, and inside of the collar is a key. And I thought that was cute. I actually liked that. I was like, I know what you're doing there. Locked with armor. Something I think is funny is in the timeline of things that change. What's his name? Richard and Rebecca actually explore the mansion together. And Richard and Rebecca are like taking a break inside of the lobby next to this window. And Richard looks outside and he sees this Russian man walking with a tyrant, though the tyrant is like one of the ones in the armor coats. And they see him walking out there, and then the vicious bunch of dogs that are outside, which aren't the same dogs that chase these guys inside, mind you. There's just a bunch of wild dogs, Cerberuses, outside the mansion. And anywho, so Richard sees this tyrant walk up to the armored dogs while carrying this like body on its shoulder, and he just starts punching them. And they're just like watching it like, wow, that's really weird. I wonder what that's all about. And then they would go and fight a snake, and Richard would get bit, and it's really sad. I really liked Richard. I used the sword key.
Karan's Pretzelsnick.
Karan's Pretzelsnick. Pretzel boy. And it's locked with an old key, which is unfortunate because I need to get through that. Okay, I hear you. Oh, there you are. Another fun thing. Hitting specific parts of the zombie does matter. If you actually can line up a headshot like this, the chance of getting a critical goes up. But no guarantees. He didn't die. Oh no, he did die. Is he just standing over there moaning? Sir? Sir, are you alright? I guess so. Let's not bother him. As long as we don't see him, he technically doesn't exist. Is there one over here? Yeah, this guy will eventually get up. We might want to burn him. And the kerosene is inside of here, so... I think we're going to meet Rebecca Chambers? No. Right, they changed it so that Rebecca is found with Richard.
Schrodinger's zombie.
Schrodinger's zombie, basically. So we're going to put this away. But we're going to take out the fuel thing. Maybe I'll put away the knife. Yeah, I'll put away the knife. I don't really need the knife right now. With as much ammo as I have for the pistol, I should be fine for a good while. As long as I don't go crazy with it. Alright. Let's not fuck around with this guy. Alright, that zombie is no longer a problem. No Crimson Head from him. Which is good. Very good. Very, very good to have that problem dealt with. Not my problem. Not my Crimson Head. Okay. Put away this. Open up our space again. Take the dog whistle. Don't take the dog. Take the dog whistle. Don't take it. Let's not take the dog whistle. Let's just keep a spot open. Because we need to find an old key before we can actually use the dog whistle. So our best bet and hope is to either find all the things we need beforehand. I hear walking. Walked with an old-fashioned lock. Damn it, I need armor. Damn it. I guess that's a good thing. Alright, sir. I wasn't gonna fuck with you. I don't have a choice. Alright, he's down. This is a helmet key. Cool. Pardon me. Uh-oh. That wasn't intentional. Okay, let's fall back. We'll wait for him to come around the corner. Is he done? I think he is. Yeah, he's bleeding. The puddle of blood. Oh, God damn it. Damn this hallway. The puddle of blood. Surefire sign that the zombie has been defeated. Funny enough, this door used to be locked with a keypad, and you needed to get a combination to open it. Jill gets it from Barry. Chris has to find it. And if I remember correctly, this is the hallway to the spinning blades. Yeah. So there's nothing really for me here except for death. So I guess we leave here. Until we have what we need from the dog whistle, can't actually go through there. And that Crimson Head's not going to get up until we have the key from the dog whistle. Or until, like, a certain amount of time passes. Then he just gets up. That's locked from the other side, so we can't deal with that. So I guess we have to go back down, because we still haven't opened all the doors with the sword key.
I didn't know it had 2 procs.
Yes, 2 procs. You have the trigger, and then you have the time limit. And the time limit is true of all Crimson Heads. But there is also a flag proc for all of them too. If you... Basically, up until the hunters spawn, they will eventually all just become Crimson Heads, and then when the hunters spawn, they actually get rid of the Crimson Heads because the hunters kill them all. They hunt, you could say. Honestly, of all the zombies that I am at risk for being attacked by a Crimson Head, it's the one in this hallway. Can I go into
Hunters go nom.
Oh, the hunters go apeshit. Can I open this one? I can, and that's the last door I needed to open with that key. So now, there has to be an old key in here. Yep, there it is. Cool. Let's go around his ass. Boom. Again, just shy. This zombie doesn't ever get up, I don't believe. And as long as I don't run over him, he's not going to get up either. That's locked from the other side. Spooky scary. This cutscene was in the OG as well. I was very taken back when this happened. I was like, holy shit. Oh, no. Oh, he got up too from that. That's unfortunate. Kinda. If a crawling zombie gets me, it's not the end of the world. Ah, he didn't even... Idiots don't even know how to get around a table. Dummies. Haha. Okay, well now we got this. So I have two choices as to what to use it for, and really it's not even a choice. There's the way to progress the game, and then there's the way to not progress the game. So guess what I'm gonna choose? Alright, so let's make our way up. So we can go get the key and get the fake key and trigger the Crimson Head. Come on, Chris, old boy. You got this. You still got some life in you. Not a whole lot of life, but you got life in you. I wonder how much of his life is going to be left at this place by the time I'm done. Because, boy, I'm getting a hit very often. Left, right, and center. No, he's not even turned yet. I'll use the old key. Cool. Now, before we go through that door, we need to make sure we have the dog whistle on us. And we have to get ready for a tough fight. Because this Cerberus is not built the same as the other Cerberuses. This one has like double the health for some fucking reason. Alright. Dog whistle. I don't know why I still have the chemical fluid. I can't use the chemical fluid until I get the armor key. Which I'm in the process of getting right now, thankfully, but still. Alright, up the stairs. Hey man, I keep waiting for one of them to just get up and be like, bro, and for me to go, ah! Because I'm not gonna lie, the Crimson Head scared the shit out of me. They scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. They scared the shit out of me now. He blew the dog whistle. Where is his ass? Yeah, that's a problem. Ow. Oh, fuck, there's two of them. Ah. Okay, he's done. Come on. Oh, I blew his head off. Caution? Okay, cool. I can just get a salad from here real quick. There are green herbs growing here, but there's only enough for a few uses. Use them? Yes. I treated my wounds. Thank goodness. I can use that thing like 3 times, I think. Because rules of thirds. Examine the color. There's a switch. Will you press it? Yes. Sweet. A coin was hidden inside. There's nothing unusual. Plump. It changed in the shape of a key, but it's not a real key. Okay, so that's all said and done. I'm gonna go unlock a door, but I'm not gonna go through it. I'm just unlocking this so I'll have different ways to approach things later. I think this is actually the area that Richard gets bitten by the snake, if I remember correctly. Because, like, he was sitting on the roof, and then it almost gets Rebecca, and then Richard gets in the way, and he gets bit, and they fight it off. And then while trying to escape, they make it into the way of, into the hallway that they're known for. Though how they got in there without the key, I don't know. That's a big mystery. But they did somehow. Where am I going? Yes, this door. Okay. Deep breath. Here we go. Yep. 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 Danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Alright, forward, forward, forward. Just don't think about the death. I have a funny story about this particular hallway. On top of it taking me a long time to figure out how to actually get through it when I was a kid, my buddy Matt got locked in this particular part for years. This is as far as he ever got because he did not understand the trick to this key. He'd pull out the key, he'd be like, I've been everywhere, I've done everything, despite the fact not doing everything. And I have this key, but every time I get it, I fucking die. I just don't get it. I remember like having to sit with him like through text, being like, okay, here's how you do this. Every step, verbatim, to the point. And he's like, is that it? Is that all I had to do? God damn it. I didn't check that other door because it's locked by the helmet key. So there's no point in me going through there.
Took me a while to get it as well.
Yeah, I think everybody had a problem with getting this particular key because this puzzle is a bastard. And, like, you see the key, you take it, you don't realize the death puzzle. And a lot of people also don't realize that you can avoid the death puzzle by just putting the fucking key back. Okay. Now I have some choices to make. I have to figure out how I'm gonna get to where I need to be. With that motherfucker on the loose.
Oh yeah, I put it back.
Let's go through this door. We'll take the long way around. Despite the fact I have really made a whole lot of pain and problem for myself. These birds are docile. As long as you don't fuck with them, they're not gonna fuck with you. And the body's gone. Just like that. How mysterious. I think enough time has passed that this guy might just get up on me. No, he's not transformed yet. Plucked out. Locked on the other side. Armor key. And I think this is the piano room. Which isn't a whole lot I can do in here if it is. That's ink ribbon. I don't care about an ink ribbon. I can move this to get the sheet music, but I don't need the sheet music. It's just going to take up inventory spaces at this moment. And unfortunately, the sheet music isn't even whole. We're missing pages inside of it, so until I have those, it's just not even worth dealing with. Because that can just sit there. We'll have to use it in that room anyway. So that can just hang out and just, you know, not be a problem and take up parts of my precious 6-part inventory. But we're on our way. We're making progress. We're doing stuff. Despite everything, we're making progress. That came out more aggressive than I wanted it to. Like, I've got minor frustrations from all of the technical difficulties for the day, but they were stuff that I could deal with. Lost my train of thought. I was gonna go somewhere with that. This, like, head is suddenly emptying. Heat. Melting brain. Blah. Ah, that was a helmet door. Oh man. Okay. You know what we could do? We could go over here and see our buddy. Old. Wow, I can't believe I forgot his name. Forest Spire. Poor Forest, man. He got done dirty, too. He got done in by a bunch of crows. Deep wounds all over his body. This is really sad, especially. Chris and Forrest were like best friends. They were both tops marksmen, and they would actually compete together. And so, like, this has got to be emotional and depressing. Forrest is giving up the ghost. Looks like he's been dead for a while. Now, he actually stays right here and doesn't do anything unless you go around this hallway. Because we have this dagger, I'm actually more inclined to deal with him. I'm not going to kill him. I don't have the time or energy to deal with him. And there's only herbs over there, which I don't really need. So I guess he can stay there. If I was Jill, he actually would have a grenade launcher. Which begs two questions. One, what the fuck were they doing on their training mission that required a grenade launcher? And two, why does the paramilitary part of the police even exist to have grenade launchers? What situations are they planning for in Raccoon City that requires a fucking grenade launcher? Like, not ones that fire tear grenades and stuff like that. No, ones that fire real-ass bombs. Also, why did the marksman have it? Rebecca! I like
Chris
Rebecca.
Redfield, Alpha Team. We're
Too
here
bad
to rescue
Capcom
you.
hates her. Copy.
Richard, what the hell happened to you? Chris, this place. Get your team out of here. Demons everywhere.
Don't talk. He seems to have been bitten by a poisonous snake, but the size of the bite mark is huge.
It's
Okay, you saw the
not
snake.
just any ordinary snake. Take my word for it.
He needs serum. I left it in another room.
I'll go get it.
I'll go get it.
Please hurry.
Hold on. I'll be back.
Time limit time that decides a bunch of shit. Alright. So our fastest way is going to be the most dangerous way, unfortunately. And because I don't have a shotgun, this is going to be an absolute bitch. And I've made this difficult on myself because I'm an idiot.
Run, Forrest, run. Too soon?
Too soon. Too soon. Very too soon. Poor Forrest. Poor Joseph. Honestly, both of the ways they go out is rough. Like, I don't know which is worse, being pecked to death by birds or being eaten alive by fucking dogs. They're both awful. I think I'd rather do the dogs, because I feel like while it would be awful, I think it'd be over faster than the birds. Yeah, I know. Uh-huh. Get the serum. Serum acquired.
Well, the pilot got it bad too.
Well, the pilot got it bad too. He also got eaten by dogs. But I don't know, he seems more peaceful, or maybe I'm just reading too much into that. Yeah, so... Okay, I'm gonna have to go through this. Damn, I was hoping I'd be able to knock him back enough. Oh well, he gets my knife. Haha, knife in forehead. Got a knife in his head. Ha! Ha! Run! Ah! That could have been worse. Honestly, that could have been a whole lot worse. I was expecting the flag to have activated those zombies.
Nah, he crashed it beforehand as it was stabbed.
Technically, no, he survived that. He survived that. If you watch the opening of Zero, they touch down relatively peacefully. Everyone survives the crash. And then he waits in the helicopter while they go exploring the area and checking things out before they find the flipped over military transport, and they find the stuff on Billy Cohen.
True.
Hope this is what you wanted.
Thank you.
So he
Let me
died
give you a shot now,
while he was
Richard.
sitting inside of that helicopter. Everyone else also kind of got mauled by those dogs. Those dogs fucked up most of these dudes.
Here, take it.
Sweet, I got the radio.
It's a radio.
That means I get the super shotgun.
Take care of yourself, Rebecca.
He's fine, he's just going to sleep.
Richard.
He's okay. He's just unconscious.
Rebecca, it's not safe here. Let's get Richard to a safer place.
Right.
And we teleport there.
Richard's doing
How
wonders.
we got
Should
here
we cover
despite
some-
everything in the way, I don't know.
Richard needs you now.
As soon
And
as
fade to
Richard
black.
gets better,
Mm-hmm.
we'll come after you.
Rebecca, you okay with a gun?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to
Yeah,
continue
she
my
is.
investigation.
Be careful. Okay?
Dude, Rebecca Chambers is a beast. The shit she has survived. Chris and Jill and them, this is like their day one. This is round 2.
They are adding remakes to DVD.
Rebecca to Dead by Daylight? They are! Damn. That's a good reason for me to actually, like, try and be serious about playing Dead by Daylight. Like, I know Shy Guy of our group really wants to play Dead by Daylight with the group, and, like, I want to. His reason for not wanting to go as hard on it is because of my streaming schedule. I'm not able to play a whole lot of games at long periods of time. Which, you know, I understand. I'm not mad at him for that. It's like, that's a very reasonable thing. So he wants to actually devote a lot of time to it. And we're currently going hard on Payday. Let's see here. I believe it's the red line. Let's see. Nowhere near. Use the chemical. So I believe the green line is to... Ooh. Yeah, I believe the green line is to the herbs. Pump the water. Red.
It's like 8 years out, right? Personally, I think it's too late to get into it.
Nah, it's never too late to get into a game. Especially if you're playing with friends. Alright, so we got the first of these masks. Which, because we freed up some space, is good. And we also have access to a bunch of herbs now. Ooh,
True, I guess.
You know, I guess I'm a little wounded. We'll eat one of these. We'll have a nice salad on our way. These fucking herbs are ridiculous. The healing properties of the Arclay Mountain herbs are probably the most magical bullshit in this entire series, man. Here comes the shatter.
They are adding Ada as well. Also Wesker.
Wesker is cool. I think they're gonna make him. Were they gonna make him a monster? Or are they gonna make him a survivor? If he's a survivor, that's very odd. If he's a monster, that'd be pretty cool. You know, one of the killers. Oh, the tiger. We gotta go find the
You're
eyes.
a
of the
monster,
tiger.
I think.
Nice. All right. Weird that Ada's being put in, but you know it's fine. Yeah.
It's Re5 Wesker.
Yeah, exactly. You get the cool superpowers and stuff. Itchy tasty. Damn, I wish if I had the kerosene, I could actually burn this guy, and he's not a problem. Just take him out of the fight entirely. Door is stuck on something. I won't budge. Fucking terrifying. It's fine. There's a reason for it. It's fine. No. I hit the wrong guy. Ow. Yeah, that explosion hurt. That explosion does so much more damage than I think it should.
It's annoying that only from a crossover we get a new Rebecca, not an actual main game with her.
We're probably never going to get another main game with Rebecca Chambers. The dev team just hates her. They don't like Rebecca Chambers. And I think they're cowards. Keeper's Diary. May 9th, 1998. Played poker tonight with Scott and Elias from security.
They
and
are.
Steve from research. Steve was the big winner, but I think he was cheating. Scumbag. May 10th, 1998. One of the higher-ups assigned me to take care of a new creature. Looks like a skinned gorilla. Feeding instructions were to give live animals. When I threw in a pig, the creature seemed to play with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before it actually started eating. May 11th, 1998. Around 5 a.m., Scott woke me up, scared the shit out of me too. He was wearing a protective suit, handed me another one and told me to put it on. Said there'd been an accident in the basement lab. I just knew something like this would happen. Those bastards in research never sleep, even on a holiday. May 12th, 1998. I've been wearing the damn spacesuit since yesterday. My skin's getting grimy and feels itchy all over. Goddamn dogs have been looking at me funny, so I decided not to feed them today. Screw them. May 13th, 1998. Went to the infirmary because my back is all swollen and feels itchy. Put a big bandage on it and told me I didn't need to wear the suit anymore. All I want to do is sleep. May 14th, 1998. Found another big blister on my foot this morning. I ended up dragging my foot all the way to the dog's pen. They were quiet all day, which is weird. Then I realized some of them had escaped. Maybe this was their way of getting back at me for not feeding them the last 3 days. So when it finds out, I'll have my head handed to me. May 16th, 1998. Rumors are going around that a researcher who tried to escape the estate last night was shot. My entire body feels hot and itchy. I'm sweating all the time now. I scratched the swelling on my arm and a piece of rotten flesh just dropped off. What the hell's happening to me? May 19th, 1998. Fever gone. And itchy.
I am tree 8 Trinkakir, 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 I am tree 8 Trinkakir.
Came in at an interesting time.
I am tree 8 Trinkidi, 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 I am tree 8 Trinkidi.
You guys were working on the hole, right?
Hey all. Trinky Raid.
Forgot about the comment, man. No worries, it's fine.
Man.
Mic seems kind of quiet.
Your mic seems kind of quiet, Mox.
Technically I'm using snooze mic. I could try
to
turn it up a bit. Is that better? Yeah. How'd that go?
Yeah, a little quiet.
All right.
Yeah,
it caught me in an interesting thing. I'm reading the
really good.
The Itchy Tasty notebook. Itchy Scott came ugly face, so killed him. Tasty for Itchy Tasty. Dramatic reading interrupted by a raid, but that's fine. I'm having a good time, guys. I'm playing Resident Evil here.
Itchy.
The remake.
Tasty.
Itchy Tasty. Sir, what do you know about this? I know, I wasn't feeling it this time around, but maybe it's because I knew about it. Hold on. Ah! Zambos! They're coming to eat me.
Gobbler.
Gobbler. He ain't getting me this time. I don't remember what I was supposed to be doing. I have this key, but I don't know what to... I know what to do with this key. I know what to do with this key. I need to use this key right now.
How was the whole glam up?
Yeah. How was the whole glam up? Did it go well? Sorry, I'm dealing with an itch. Itchy Tasty.
We rule at holes.
You rule? Nice.
Good, we prepped the outside of the hole.
Oh, what are you doing on the outside? I know that there's been a lot of developments on the inside, and you made the dome over it using all those leaves and stuff like that, but I didn't actually hear about the plans for the outside of the hole.
Building a forest.
Ah. Like a enchanted forest kind of thing? Isn't this door an armor key door? No, this is the door I unlocked earlier that gets me to the other side, which is great because this is
Tasty these nuts.
Tasty these nuts.
Custom one with amethyst trees and stuff.
Ah, cool. So yeah, like an enchanted forest style thing. Right on.
Yeah, like Twilight Forest vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. A lot of work. Building trees is a pain. Okay. I just realized these two zombies are ass to ass on each other. Wow, that was all it took, huh? Get up, stupid idiot. Oh! His head is gone. He ain't coming back. Oh, damn. We're on a roll. Everybody came in just in time. Blessed me with a perfect bullet. Contact. Ass-to-ass contact on those zombies. Alright, use the old key. Get in here. We're getting the broken shotgun. We need this broken shotgun, because otherwise we die when we get the actual shotgun. Oh, sweet. Flash grenade. Sweet broken shotgun.
You gotta face the other way to eat zomblers.
Yeah, they're zombies. They don't know that. Head empty. Brain full of mush. Now, how do I get there in a relatively safe and timely manner? Because I've been letting the bodies pile up. And if you never...
I just teach them.
You just teach them?
Nah, it's a zombie train.
Zombie train. If you never played this OG one, after you kill a zombie, their body remains for a reason. They start transforming into this thing called a Crimson Head, which is a super zombie. And they get back up like that! Ah! Ah!
Resident Evil SAEF and Timely are not a part of that world.
Woo! Like that! That's Crimson Head! Where am I now? I'm in a good spot. Okay, we can do this. I actually forgot about that guy. I forgot we left him in that hallway. Yeah, they're fast. Their hands are claws, and they will tear you to pieces in seconds. No hyperbole.
I didn't forget LOL.
I did. Oh, that could have been bad. Okay, let's go back through here, because this is the safe way to approach it. Despite the fact that I know that there's going to be at least one zombie. Except for this guy who I've locked behind. He's stuck in this room. Just gonna push this forward to make sure he can't get out. He can't get over that dresser. No matter how hard he tries, the zombie in that curtained room can't get over it. Okay, should be safe. Should be safe. Yeah, should be safe. I'm doing this right. So long as I don't go through that door, the dogs never jump through the windows.
Lurky Lacry, I gotta give dogs a bath before my pain gets worse.
No worries. Sorry to hear about the pain, but yeah, you can give them doggies a bath. Chris's eyes were closed. Like he was done with this shit. Fuck me.
Have a good evening, Gray.
Fuck me. I remembered they did that, but I thought I had
Be
more
back
time.
later, friends.
No worries. You tell us how the doggies handled their bath. Alright, first things first. Let's go handle and disarm the trap. Ooh, let's grab that knife. It's gonna save my ass. Then we come over here. Grab the shotgun. Chunk! If I go through that door right now, I get locked in there and then the ceiling comes down and crushes me and there is no way to escape it. Now that I put the broken shotgun over there, everything's fine and dandy and nothing will ever go wrong.
Dogs don't handle baths. Dogs act like they're melting in lava.
Chris Sandwich.
Chris
yeah.
Sandwich.
Jill can get saved by Barry and just get the shotgun for free. Chris has to wait a while before he actually gets it. Now, we need to put this to use immediately. Because this hallway is full of so many fucking zombies that getting through here is almost impossible. Oh shit! Okay. You know what? We'll work with that. This is gonna hurt. But we can work with that. Okay, wait for it.
It's a zombie dance party.
BAM! He ain't got no brain. It's a zombie. Oh, hey, friend. How are you? Just kinda chilling? Just kinda
So,
living
no
life?
head?
No head? What's he thinking about? Ah, we actually didn't blow his brain out. Shit. There's another one? How many fucking zombies came through that goddamn window? Ah! No. No, we can be reasonable. We can handle this like civilized people. Apparently not. That's as civilized as he gets. Apparently. That hallway is gonna suck later. Okay.
Right, I've got to run.
No worries. Thanks for hanging out, Karanzi. Think. What was I doing? Things? I got the shotgun. That was definitely my reason of coming through here.
No worries, mate.
What was I doing again?
Until next time.
Till next time. You have a good one. I used the armor key. Hooray! I love unlocking doors. It means progress, because that means I haven't been in here. At least I shouldn't have. Oh, yeah. Okay, so long as I don't fuck up this puzzle, these birds don't attack me. So then, I need to do the things that have all of these colors. So it's green, purple, and orange. Bracelet, a necklace, and a crown. No, don't press it. So then... Yellow stained glass. This is Richard. Press it. Valiant is turned orange. So the bracelet was orange, I believe, so that's fine. Bishop Sage Ring. Resistant red. It's a deep red. That's not what we want. Da-da-da-da. Nope. It's, again, not what we want. But I think I might need to do it on the other side too. Should we say our crown? Now it's turned white. We don't want white. There we go. Now we got a green. Because it was a green crown, an orange bracelet, and a purple necklace, right? Sweet. So that should be it then. Sweet. I don't get mauled by birds today. Now we got this mask. We still need another 2 of them, but hey, progress is progress. It's locked. Old-fashioned lock. Damn it! Ah, the fact that Chris can't pick locks comes back to bite us again. But hey, we got the mask. It's all good. That works. Let's go drop off those masks. That zombie in the corner is going to be a crimson head by the time I am done with all of this. I know it. I really am just making this harder for myself for no good reason. There are some... No, there's not. Not at that spot. I took them all. I made the first aid one, and then I used one of them earlier, so there's only the red herb over there. So that's not going to help me out. I fucked up. I shouldn't have gone through that door. Oh, that hallway's now dangerous. Shit. I guess I should go face my mistakes, shouldn't I? Man, I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking about my layout. Ah! Alright. Dougie's dead. There's another one. It's down the hallway, though. I think it's down here. Oh no, it hasn't broken through yet. Or did it not break through? It should have broken through. Weird. I'll take it. Less things for me to fight. That's good. Ah. Damn camera. Alright. Alrighty. Think. Where am I going? I'm going through here. Yes. Yes, I'm going through here. No, I'm not. I need to turn around. Damn it. I forgot my actual plan. My head went to dogs, and then the dogs were all I was thinking about. So we actually need to go back this way, up these stairs, and through the hidden door. Ching. Sounds of little bugs flickering in the light. Down we go, through the evil staircase. Super evil, creepy, nasty grossness. And let's see, what mask do we have here? We have the one that is just missing its mouth, and the one that's just missing its eyes. So the one that's missing its eyes goes here. I did it right! And the one that's missing its mouth goes over here. Now he's a dangling. He's a dangler. Alright, and that's all we can do right now, because we need to get the other 2 masks. But they're not in our pockets anymore, so we don't have to worry about them. And I'm debating on whether or not I pick up the shotgun shells. Not do it. I'd rather have them and not need them than not have them and need them. Still have to open up the other armor key doors as well. I'm trying to remember where those all are. I think there's more for me to do upstairs over here, actually. If memory serves me right, anyways. My memory has failed me on occasion here, though. So go back into this hallway where we found Richard and Rebecca. Oh, shit. There's a Zombo in here now. Use the green herb. We'll just use it as is. It'll be fine. We're fine. And we could just outmaneuver that guy. We do not need to use bullets on him. He's not that big enough of a problem. Now, this guy over here, however. Jesus, he took a lot of bullets. I actually forgot how spongy these dudes were. I remember them being able to go down in like 3 bullets. But I don't know. That's definitely not the case anymore. He's definitely dead, though. That's good. And because Chris has the lighter, we can do this thing real fast. We can't go up the stairs, though, because I believe that is a helmet key door. Will you check the handgun magazine? Yes. Yes, I will. A candle. Alright, this place is illuminated now. I think there's a zombie behind this, actually. Yeah! Yeah, there is. Let's just lure him over here, though. We don't have to use our ammo, so let's not even worry about it. Let's get a decent distance between us and him. Head on in here. We get the music score, so we can actually go and do that now. Playing musical chairs with the zombie. Ah, get dunked on, fool. Ain't got no brains. Brains rot. Brain rot. Oh, I'm out of coffee. That's a bummer. Huh. What do I do here? We're just gonna sneak by him, I guess. Didn't even know I was here. Stealth section complete. Now, is this an arm? Ah! He knew! He fucking knew! The amount of zombies that can burst through doors, I have clearly forgotten about. Alright, we have to do this properly, otherwise we die. Okay. There's something in the suppression, but the grate is in the way. I can't reach it. Maybe I can get it from here. Woe to those who disturb my sleep! There's a switch here. Press it? No. So, pushing in the axe does nothing. Pushing in the shield puts the sword back. Pushing in the halberd makes the sword and axe come out. Pushing in the sword makes those two come out. So if I push in him, this should make the sword come out. And then if I push in him, this is going to put them all back, and then I can push in the axe again, which doesn't move any of them as far as I could tell. Oh, that pushed these two back out, which is fine because they'll just fix themselves. Alright, that should do it. Now we can hit the button. Mysterious box. I can't carry anymore, however. My pockets are full of bullets. And a shotgun. I need to go and visit a safe room. Aha! Bait and dodge. A skill that if you get good at, you can avoid most zombies in this. I am not going to say I'm good at it, but I know it decently enough. Alright. Oh, hello. I left some bullets in the room on the right. I'll go ahead and look for a way out. Wesker. Wesker's been through here. Wow, he really did leave a bunch of ammo and stuff in here. I want to avoid using first aid sprays, because first aid sprays actually count against you for getting a higher score for the ending. And I would prefer to get as high of a score as I possibly can for no other reason than, like, I want it. So what I'm going to do so I can complete things is I'm going to actually reload this. I'm going to put away the shotgun shells. We'll leave the first aid sprays there. And we will take a use out of this. They don't know if it's ready to fall apart. Go through anyway. We can use this particular doorway 3 times before the door breaks. So we'll use it once. We got a couple more attempts on it before things go wrong. But now that we have that sheet music, we can actually complete that puzzle. Ah! Why are you a Crimson Head? Fuck you. He's dead, by the way. Those grenades don't fuck around. You put a grenade in a zombie's mouth and shoot it, they die. They don't come back. Head pop. Which is way better than Jill's stun gun. Though I believe the stun gun does just take them down. It doesn't pop their heads. Still, incredibly handy. Alright. Through here. Through the door. Oh, I'm just going on the vaguest of memories. Like, it's almost like I'm playing this for the first time all over again. I really do feel like that. I also need to find the other tiger gem at some point, and I gotta use those tiger gems, but first things first. This door. Rebecca might come in here. Rebecca will definitely come in here. She might, too she will. Alright, sheet music. Alright, we got the whole thing. And now, let's go fail at playing the piano, because Chris is bad at it. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing.
It's me, Chris.
Rebecca.
That sounded like Moonlight Sonata.
No, it didn't.
Can you play?
She needs a little bit of time, though.
Oh, what was that?
My interpretation is off a little. Let me practice for a while.
Yeah,
Sure.
You practice.
But don't get too carried away.
Oh, I won't.
So we actually have something we can do while she's dicking around with that. We basically have to go kill a bit of time and she will get it down. We could have actually told her, no, you have to do it now if we wanted to, but... Well, we have other things we can't... The fuck was that noise? We have other things we can do. Like that box we left upstairs. So let's rally our way back over there. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I could also do that. There are a bunch of zombies in the hallway, though. But I could deal with them and not have to deal with them again. Yeah, let's go deal with that. We freed up a bit of space in our inventory. We'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? Famous last words. Famous bad words. Oh, you can hear her practicing. Huh. She actually could hear that in the hallway. Neat. Oh, yeah! Alright, he's down. I don't think he's out, though. That's fine, though. I love when we get the head pops. That guy is just done and we don't have to worry about him again. Tiger eye. Yellow and blue eyes. Well, we got the blue. We need to find the yellow.
Shotgun shells, you say? I will take those. I sure do appreciate having pump-action death in my hand at my fingertips.
I have over 100 handgun ammo.
This is disgusting.
It's fine, though. As much as we've been fighting, we've also been avoiding fighting, and it's been helping out immensely. Yeah, I want to go this way, I think. She's getting better. I don't think she's ready quite yet, though, but she's getting there. What's funny is, in theory, because of what is going on with that particular puzzle, which is less of a puzzle and more of a just play the song and it activates the thing, is that if you can play Moonlight Sonata on that piano, it opens up a secret door, and behind it is the golden emblem, which you need to swap out with the wooden emblem, so that you can unlock the clock in the dining room, so that you can put the pieces together to get the helmet key, I believe it is. Oh yeah, it's just stupid fool. And I don't even need to fuck with him. We can just go in here and get the box. Get the box! We get the box! The Mox box. Mysterious box. Julie box, yes. Let's examine the Julie box. Hit a button. Hit a button. Wow. Death mask. Nothing unusual about this. Nope. Because if I remember correctly, the final mask is up in that attic. Which means we are actually almost done with the first run of the mansion. Which is wild, because I still have the armor key. Meaning I have missed a door somewhere. I think I know where it is too. So let's go drop off this mask, then let's head back, see if I'm right on my hunch. And then go visit Rebecca. And we're gonna see if I'm gonna be able to handle the big encounter, the two big encounters, more so the other big encounter without getting hurt. If I can, rad. If I can't, fuck. Alright. So this is the one with all the things missing. So this one. It's only got one chain left. Alright, let's go see if my hunch is correct. Because if it is, awesome, and we can free up another inventory space. If it's not, well, like, what do I really risk for just checking? Being thorough, you know? I risk nothing. Except time. But time isn't really a problem. Haha. Haha. Get dunked on, idiot. I'm only gonna really insult the enemies of this game. They're all tragic monsters, I know that, but like, they're also mindless zombies. And most of these people did some evil shit, so whatever. Sweet. So this was the last door, which is good, because we can come in here. I do believe this means that this entire section is not necessary. This entire spot here is just exposition. I shouldn't have done this. I just made a giant mistake. Ah, damn it. Okay. Well, so what we're going to do is we're going to come over here then, and we're going to solve this mistake in a roundabout way. Huh. What locked door have I not opened? I can't say I remember. Okay, let's go through here. Into ye olde save room. I think I'm going to also take it a step further. We're going to actually take those first aid sprays and we're going to go put them away too. So we need to free up these spots. Sweet. 15 shotgun shells ain't bad. Because I realize I'd rather have access to them than not have access to them. Like, I know I'm trying to avoid using them, but like, if I have to, I will. Alright. Let's put away the shotgun while we're at it. We're not going to need the shotgun for a little bit. We will need it later, but we're not at that point yet. I love how, because of the awkwardness of these camera transitions and the no longer tank control scheme I'm playing on. Ah, that's what we use the on key for. It's apparently unneeded on that door. That explains some things. I'm glad there was just a key available for us to do that. But anywho, so there's like maybe one other item in here. Footprints looks like they're heading straight through the bed. Wow. Weird. Green herb, yes. Absolutely. Examine. There's nothing unusual. There's nothing unusual. There's nothing unusual. There was a first aid spray inside. Wow. Medical spray that can heal wounds completely. I've said it before in like other Resident Evil things, but first aid spray is a real thing. It's not some be-all, end-all, cure-all. It is, however, a great wound cleaner. It also burns like a motherfucker. Man, what a weird-looking bee. Is it switching? Press it? No, not nice. It's a container full of dead bugs. Researchers will. There's a letter. June 3rd, 1998. My dearest Alma. When we first apologized for not being able to call you, a man wearing sunglasses didn't permit any phone calls. Sorry, Alma. I sit here trying to think of where to begin, and how to explain in a few simple words all that's happened in my life since we last spoke. And I already fail. I hope this letter finds you well, and that you'll forgive the tangents of my pen. This isn't easy for me. Even as I write, I can feel the simplest of concepts slipping away, lost to feelings of despair and confusion. But I have to tell you what's in my heart before I can rest. Alma, please believe what I'm telling you is the truth. The entire story would take hours for me to tell you, and time is short, so accept these things as fact. Last month, there was an accident in the lab, and the virus we were studying leaked. All my colleagues who were infected are dead or dying, and the nature of the disease is such that those still living have lost their senses. The virus robs its victims of their humanity, forcing them in their sickness to seek out and destroy life. Even as I write these words, I can hear them, pressing against my door like mindless, hungry animals. Alma, I've tried to survive only to see you again, but my efforts only delayed the inevitable. I am infected, and there is no cure for what will follow, except to end my life before I lose the only thing that separates me from them, my love for you. In an hour, I'll have entered my eternal sleep where there is peace. Please understand. Please know that I'm sorry. Martin Crackhorn. It's a hook. Combined it with the lure. Lure of a bee. It's a bee specimen. And if I put the lure here, and if I put the bee here, and then hit the button, wow. It's one of the big emblems. So maybe I do actually want to go through this place. It's wild. But Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine can shoot bees out of the air. It's fucking ridiculous. Okay, we are not going to need this particular thing for a while. So we're gonna go ahead and put this away. And we are also going to make our way back to Rebecca. And because I've cleared out most of this, I think it's going to be safe for me to take the shorter path. Or maybe... I don't know. I'll have to think some things over. I'm going to put away this, take out this, get the shotgun and the shotgun shells, because we're going to need them. No, I made a mistake. That's too many items in my inventory. By one. It really sucks only having 6 inventory slots to manage. Jill gets 8. Her playthrough is just so much easier. She doesn't have to go through all of the bullshit that Chris does. But it is what it is. I'm playing Chris just because I feel like everyone plays Jill. I play Jill. I go through Jill's thing. I enjoy the memes. I can't go through it one more time that we can go through it on this end. Only one. I think there might be a Crimson hit. No. There was one in here earlier, but we already took care of him. So that's nice. And then this is the dog hallway, but we've already taken care of the dog, so it's not even really a problem. So that's nice. Hey, ominous music has returned. There's been kind of a lack of music in some of these rooms I've noticed, which is fine. It makes the songs, when they do appear, all that more noteworthy. There's that idiot stuck in that closet still. He ain't getting out of there. He's gonna be stuck there until the end. And then he won't be. That was a loud thud. This dude is without a doubt a fucking Crimson Head. There is no doubt in my mind that he is a fucking Crimson Head. Alright, let's do this in preparation. Grab the wooden emblem. He is not up and active, thankfully. And so long as he is not up and active, we are fine.
Chris! Chris! I think I got it.
Hell yeah, show it to me, Rebecca. I'm gonna refill my glass while I'm doing that. Just got some nice fruit-infused water. Good job.
This makes perfect.
What's this?
I should not have put my controller down. Man, what is this? What a key. Oh, it's Trevor's diary. November 24th, 1967. 11 days have passed since arriving on this estate. How did I end up like this? A guy in a lab coat brought me a meager plate of food and said, "Sorry to put you through this, but it's for security reasons." That's when it hit me. It all makes sense now. There are only two people that know the secrets of the mansion. Sir Spencer and myself. If they kill me, Sir Spencer will be the only one that knows the secret. For what purpose? Doesn't matter now. It's too dangerous here. My family. I hope they're alright. I've decided to escape. Jessica, Lisa, I pray you are safe. November 26, 1967. How could I be so careless? I lost my favorite lighter, the one Jessica gave me for my birthday. Now it's going to be that much harder to escape this dark place. November 13th, the date when my fate was sealed. My aunt was hospitalized just 3 days before that. Jessica and Lisa said they were going to go visit her. I wish I could have been there with them. But wait, even as I'm writing, my memory is coming back to me more vividly. Just before I passed out, I remember the men in the lab coat saying something like, "Most likely your family is already." I pray for their safety. November 27th, 1967. Somehow I managed to get out of the room, but getting out of this mansion won't be easy. I have to get past all the booby traps, tiger eyes, gold emblem. I have to try and remember for my own sake. He fails. Unfortunately. It's a real travesty. The only thing he did was be a good contractor and a great architect that made this spy bullshit even possible. What's up?
Were you alright in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just fine. Alright, I'm leaving. This was one of those things that always like frustrated me as a child, because I didn't get the puzzles and stuff like that when I was playing this so long ago. I didn't fully understand, and so I'd always take the wooden emblem because it was something I could grab, not realizing that like inventory management was a big thing with this game. So when I inevitably actually got to the point of being able to solve this particular puzzle, oh man, it was great. What is it again? Right. Really just need to do that. And that should do it. Because it's based on that painting to the left. The long arm goes through the head, the dagger goes through the body, so the minute hand is in the 12, and the hour hand is there. The mansion key. Examine. It's the shield key. Shield key. Shield key. Shield key. I think the shield key only opens like one door. Okay. We're gonna do a little bit of prep for this, which is gonna be the faster way. This way is gonna be the faster way. So, I'm not gonna fight this thing. There's no point to me fighting it and using resources. It's just not worth it. I'm also gonna save in case I fuck this up. Because if there's ever been a place that I could fuck this up and die, it's definitely here. Come on. Alright. If you're just gonna let me pass you, bro, I'll take it. Alright, first increment usage. I've been so reckless. By not saving up until this point is absolutely a foolhardy thing, but I'm doing it. If I knew everything that I was doing, it wouldn't be so bad, but if I really did, I'd already be close to done with this game by this point. You can beat this game if you move fast enough in, like, an hour. Maybe 2. So, we need the ink ribbon. I'm just gonna save real fast. Yep. Save successful. Put these away. Take out the healing item. Let's go. So this enemy has 3 very dangerous things about it. First of it being, it's very strong and dangerous. Secondly, if it hits me even once with its fangs, I get poisoned. And then I'll have to do an additional thing to get out of that. And then thirdly, if I place myself in a bad spot... Oh yeah, he came out there, chased me. Anyway, if I place myself in a bad spot there, and happen to get surrounded by him, he has an instant kill move where he wraps around me like a dang old snake and instantly kills me. So I had to be very fucking careful. Alright, let's go. Ah! Shit. Get the mask. Go. Oh my god, it was clean. It was clean. Got in, got out. Not even a problem. Where'd the body go? The fucking body go. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this at all. Alright, it all seems okay. But, man. I didn't know about that. Okay. With the last mask, let's go put it in and go face another boss. Right after another boss. See, this isn't so bad because you don't actually have to fight the giant snake. Well, by the way, the giant snake's name is Yon. You don't have to fight Yon. You will have to fight him later. But you don't have to fight Yon this early on. Yeah, we're not fucking with this guy. We're not fucking around with this guy. What do you mean not necessary? Am I like standing in the wrong spot? Apparently I was. Maybe I wasn't directly facing it. Hello! Ooh, shotgun shells. Shit. Shit. I didn't even realize those were sitting there. Ow! Ow! Grab it. Only in caution. That could have been a whole lot worse. Now, this guy you have to kill. There's no getting around it. Press the switch. There's something in here. It is the stone and metal object. Not just an object. It's not. It is a key. It is a big key. It is a very important key. Alright. And so, with that, we've actually completed the mansion. Kind of. You might have noticed I never got a helmet key. And all of the helmet key doors are still locked. That's because the helmet key is not actually in the mansion. We have to go somewhere else to get it. This is going to be the easier way. And you know what? It's a good use for my third door use. I've got enough pistol rounds that I could probably waste it on this guy, but it's not worth it. It's not necessary. We don't need to do it, so I'm just not going to do it. Hello. See, it's not even. It's not even. I'm so certain that it's 3 uses. And yet I could be wrong about that. Right. We are going to go over here. We're going to just put away this full heal. We're going to take the green herb, however. We're going to use it. So now we're feeling better. And then we're actually going to come around and take this other green herb that's over here, and we're going to take it and just carry it with us. Actually, no. I can just leave it behind. We'll be coming back. Fuck. It's only 2. I thought it was 3. Shit. Ominous thunder. I've just made a giant oopsie. And there's no way for me to just go back without undoing a bunch of progress, and I'm not doing that. It's just not even a threat. Not even a real threat. God, I love this game. I love this series. It means so much to me. This is a series that I would definitely say helped me in some big ways. Like growing up, I was a huge coward. Like, massive scaredy pants. Of just about everything. Like, there's a memory I have of playing, like, soccer, kinda, with my uncle and my brother in the backyard. And I remember being so afraid of being kicked in the face, despite the fact we weren't even hitting the ball that hard. But I was so afraid of it that at one point, it got to my uncle. He kicked the ball in my general direction. I hear that. Nope. Not today. Anywho, so he kicked the ball in my general direction. It wasn't even that hard. I remember turning around, ducking, like I was afraid for my life, and the ball gently rolled over and tapped me in the butt. Just gentle tap. And that had to be awkward for him. It had to be funny, but it had to be awkward. And like, I was so afraid of getting hurt that I would do that. And in fact, the same is true of when I was first playing this game. Not so much that I was afraid of being hurt by the game, no, but I was just afraid of it. So afraid of it, in fact, that, when I would play it in my youth, I would get to the point that the first zombie encounter would happen, and I'd get so scared, I'd drop the controller and go and hide behind the couch. Because I was just so afraid of it. And like, I know that sounds ridiculous, but you gotta remember, I was a kid, like a little kid. I wasn't exposed to all the things that we're used to now. So like, having to adjust to all of this, it took a lot of time. And I've told the story before, and I know I have, but my brother and his friends also were interested in this game, and they were just as scared as I was of this, but they wanted to experience it, so they ended up goading me into playing it by, let's see here, I think it's east? No. It's west. Which means that the other one, I think, is north. Oh!
Respond. Wesker? Monster chains. Treat. Non-exist. Away from woods outside the mansion.
Ah, the broken, fucked up radio. Not yet. No. There we go. So the puzzle over there tells you that you need to make them face away from each other. You get the clue from there. It just... One of the things that just stuck with me over the years. I don't know why. I don't know why I fondly remember this fucking game. God damn it, the Magnum's over there, and I could get it right now, but I left the piece behind, and unfortunately, I think there might be actually a item box up here, actually. So I might be able to... Uh-oh. You know, I might be able to just do that. So I think there's actually a zombie on this pathway. Or one appears. This long, winding pathway. In the scary woods that you know is already fucking dangerous. You've seen the dogs come and attack you in the earlier cutscenes. And if you try to open the door, another one jumps in. And you have to fight it. But you also have that warning from Wesker. And so, like, that's freaky. And if you did what I did, where you heard that same noise down underneath the staircase, it's like, what the hell is that? And the dragging of chains makes sense now, but a monster in chains? Oh no. There's a lot of build-up for this encounter. It's a good encounter. I do like it. Yeah, I know, I'm sucking this game's dick, but like, come on. It's a good dick. It's a good dick to suck. Well, you got that good dick, you know? What the fuck am I saying? Yeah, there is one in here. Cool. Okay. Windgrass. I could probably actually put away the shotgun and the shotgun shells. I am gonna need this though. Point of no return. The crank. You absolutely need the crank. Ugh. No avoiding that. Ow. My head. Head hurty. Lisa Trevor. What the fuck was that? Now, I do believe that that's the way I have to go. Ow. Yeah, I'm in trouble with that already. Okay, just have to get past her. Everything's fine and dandy. I'm gonna hold off from using a full heal until I feel like I really need it. So that's really that entire encounter. Oh, hey, actually, the green herbs outside. I'm not coming back here, so I might just take them both. Because while I have a health bar, it says I'm fine, but that just means I'm in a green state. Herbs heal you for about 20-25% of your HP. So I could be in the state of fine, but not actually have full health. I hear him. Where is he? Where he be? There he is. I don't think it's ever gonna get old with me calling zombies idiots. Because they is foolish. Alright. So, first things first, we need to examine this, turn it around. Wait a second. No, okay, yeah, it's fine. It's the other two crests that have the fun fuckery things. Alright, so I am going to piss off these birds by doing this, though. Okay, and then I get the 3 crests from here. So we need to... We can take out 2 of them. Press the button, so now we have the one with the 2. Press the button, and now we have the plus sign. That bird is on me. Alright, now we grab the sun crest. Press the button. You hear the ominous dog call in the distance. That's all 3 of them. Rotate. There's the magnum. Why hide a gun like this? I don't fucking know, but they did. And now I have the problem solver. Resident Evil is abso-fucking-lutely responsible for my love of handguns. Because the general handgun can get you through most of the Resident Evil games. And in fact, the later ones, you can beat them with just the handgun. Like 4, 5, 6, maybe not 7. Or no, maybe, because you have to gain enhanced ammo, and that stick's pretty strong. It'd be rough, but you could probably do it with Village. Oh, man. We're getting to the place that has that fucking mysterious and ominous music. Good times. Good fucking times. Good bad times. Brad! Chicken Hard Vickers.
Does anybody hear me?
This is Chris.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Respond. I repeat, this is
Brad! This is
Brad!
Chris! Brad?
Brad!
Damn. Thing's broken.
Fucking radio. If you can shoot the dogs while they're in mid-jump, it instantly kills them. What? Oh, I put a grenade in his mouth. What a waste. What a waste. But I guess it's better than eating some damage. Somehow I actually got out of that scot-free. Wild. Absolutely wild. Alright, use the crank. Let down the wapter. Cool. Down we go. Up we go. And then we get the drop snakes. No. No, we don't. Disappointing. I missed the drop snakes. We go down the elevator. An elevator that is reused a couple of times in a couple of different places, actually. That's a bad sign. Shit. I was gonna say don't fuck with the birds and they're not gonna fuck with you, but apparently that's not the truth here. Run! Run! Because of the way that I have like full control of movement, the birds aren't that big of an issue. A red herb just mysteriously hanging out here. Alright, here's the drop snakes. Yep, there they are. Ah! The only thing they do is do minor damage and they can poison you. Poison's the actual problem. You can only heal that with blue herbs, and if you don't got a blue herb, you're just gonna die. Thankfully, there's all these blue herbs lined up in case you got poison on your way in here. And if I remember correctly, this is a safe room? Yes. Yes, it is. It was one in the OG one as well, so it's not really that big of a surprise. Bunch of kerosene. Yeah, look at all of these first aid things we're stashing up. Let's put the fucking Magnum away. let's not have that. I don't think I need the crank for a while, so we can put that away. I am gonna take the shotgun now, but I'm not gonna take the ammo. I'm gonna grab this grenade. We're gonna also take this first aid spray and we're gonna put it away. So then, if I remember correctly as well, this has an interesting scenario about it that Chris has to deal with. So, on top of being not very music literate, not being able to pick locks, not having that much inventory space and things, Chris is also not a chemist. So he can mix herbs. But that's just anybody in Resident Evil can mix herbs. Except for Billy Cohen, I think. I think Billy Cohen is like the only character in the Resident Evil series who cannot mix herbs. Alright. If I did this correctly... Yeah, I can get over that just fine. Looks like I did it correctly. Hooray. Locked. Door plate reads 1. Spider! I'm fighting it in a particular manner for a reason. Ow. Shit! That's what I was trying to avoid. It can be dealt with easily just by entering the door and exiting the door. But if you blow their ass up, little baby spiders come out and they swarm you and it's a problem and it's a nuisance. I just don't want to deal with that. And there is another spider in this area. Alright, light the candle. Which is an eye. Ah, it's a spider! I can't actually shoot him through that, can't I? Oh, he was not happy. You'd hear how pissed he was that he got shot. And I... Is it dead? No. Ow. Fuck. Oh, I got lucky. How about that? Shotgun shells, don't mind if I use them immediately. Wine bottle scattered all over the place. I'm still fine, despite taking a little bit of damage. See, that's the difference between a full health thing and a not so full health thing. Well, you take the red book. Man, what a mysterious and red book. Inside of it is nothing. Nothing is printed on any of the pages. Is there a special way to use it? Yes, actually. Green. I. With one line through it. Ew, he's gooing. No line through it. And then a circle. Three, 5, and 6. So in some combination, 3, 5, and 6. Alley-oop, alley-oop, alley-oop. And we're gonna have to go traverse like that every time we go through here. God, I'm doing great on ammunition. When I was playing through the OGRE, I ran out of bullets so much. Newspapers lie scattered about. They all seem to contain articles about stars. Isn't that wacky? Gallery. Door number 2 is not ruined though. That's good. Bad signs. Plant 42 report. 4 days have passed since the accident. Plant of Point 42 is growing at an amazing rate. Although there are many unknown aspects about this plant, we know that in comparison with the other group of plants, the T-virus has had a substantially stronger effect on this one. The T-virus has drastically morphed its host anatomy as well as its size. Looking at its current state, it's difficult to imagine its original appearance. Nowhere on Earth will you find anything like it. We have also found that Plant 42 has 2 main sources of acquiring its necessary nutrients. One source is through its roots. Somehow it has rooted itself into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and destroyed the aqua ring. Ever since, the basement has been like a pool. There's a high possibility that it's one of the chemicals in the water that's promoting Plant 42's rapid growth. However, we have yet to determine the specific chemical. A bulb-like body of Plant 42 has been sighted hanging from the ceiling on the first floor. We are not sure that it has used the air ducts to reach the first floor. We are sure that it has used the air ducts to reach the first floor. Numerous long tentacles-like vines are protruding from the bulb. We believe the vines are the second means it requires its nutrients. When Plant 42 senses prey, it uses the tentacle-like vines to capture its prey, and after doing so, suckers on the vines will drain the prey of its blood. We've also noticed that it has some intelligence. When it captures its prey, or it's inactive, the vines twine around the door to stop possible intruders. Unfortunately, several of our scientists have already fallen victim to this Plant 42. When we heard the stories from the survivors, they all observe one thing in common. When the uniform petal-like flaps open and reveal its vital internals, it has a tendency to become more aggressive. One witness reported that it was as if it was trying to protect itself. Why does it behave the way it does is still unknown. May 21st, 1998. Henry Sark. Old newspaper magazine runs up the bed. Someone appears to have vomited blood on the newspapers. Uh-oh. It's Zambo. He's mad that we're in his room. Wow. Is that 2 bullets? And done. kind of done. Alright. It's a key. It's a residence key. It's an important key. We need that key. Water drips from the sink. Perhaps the valve is broken. Nothing to do in there. Alright. So I think this is O2 residence. O1 residence. Let's go find O1. I think we run into Wesker here. No, not here. So that one's the gallery. And we do not have the proper key for that one. Alley-oop. 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 And alley-oop. I've used it. I no longer need it. Discard the key. We don't fucking need this key anymore. Yeah! Now die! I know there's a body hanging, swinging in the wind. Sad. Man, a polished mirror. Dirt full of dirty water. Pull the plug. Yes. Ignore the dead body on the ground. There's something inside the bathtub. It's a control room key, which we absolutely need. And then I believe in this room is the self-defense gun, which is a unique gun to this game. Sad and depressing. Ammo. Can't pick up the self-defense gun, and we're really not going to use it. It is a very neat item. So basically, it is a pistol that only has one round in it, okay? Yeah, I can't carry it. And if you kill a zombie with it, well, first of all, shooting a zombie with it will immediately kill the zombie. Secondly, for some reason, the zombie cannot turn into a Crimson Head after you do that. I think we're going to do two things. One, we're going to put the book away, because we're not going to need the book for a little bit now. And two, we're going to save our fucking game, because this is the second part that I'm likely to die in. Ink ribbon, and because we have that, I'll just pick up these ink ribbons. Roll typewriter. Save your progress? Yes. Save successful. Alright, putting away ye olde ink ribbons. We're going to take the control room key with us. So if I do this right, I don't need any special ammo. And if I do this right as well, I get to retire the shotgun for something way better. And it's in this room for Chris it happens. Again, advantage of Jill is Jill gets this so much sooner. Because when you go fight Jan as Jill for the first time, Richard gets in the way and shoves Jill out of the way so she doesn't get bit by the snake, and in the process he gets eaten alive. And it's really fucking sad. Richard Aiken is a cool dude. He was just their like comms officer. He was the communications expert. And he was also just kind of a good guy. So much of a hero that he put his life on the line every opportunity it came up without fail. This song. This fucking song. So is this the one that you can do this in? No, this is not the one you can do this in, so I've already fucked that all up. Fuck, locked on the other side. That's the exit out of this place. Okay. So I fucked this up. I fucked this up before. I remember somebody telling me that you could push all the boxes together. Clearly that was a lie. I tried it in the OG one, it didn't work. I tried it in this one, it didn't work. So that's a shame. Damn, this tea is good. Whoop! I almost just did it again. Caught myself though. Alright, that's one box. What is the point of these fucking crates? How did these crates get down here anyway? It's not like you could just bring them down that ladder. And there's no spot that showcases any other spot that resources come in down in this place. So these crates don't make any fucking sense. And yet here they are. Inexplicably. These had to have been built here. And there's something inside of them because they're heavy as fuck. Now don't get me wrong. Pallets of wood are just heavy. And this box on itself is absolutely going to have some weight to it. It's a fairly large box, and probably the let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planks at the top on itself would be a bitch to just carry around with you. So, these boxes are heavy, but they are so much heavier than that. They're, well, maybe they don't have anything in it because they're buoyant. They bob up and down, clearly saying that I guess they didn't have anything. I don't know. The boxes and the crates like that are a mystery in this particular place. I've never understood it.
Richard!
How did he get here?
Chris! Chris, stop! No! Richard.
Oof. Alright. So this is my mom's favorite part of the game because sharks are her favorite animal. Okay? Immediate caution. It's fine. Caution's caution. Oof. Use the controller key. No longer use it. Throw it at the shark. This part always fills me with fucking dread. Not just because of the sharks, but this part in particular scares the shit out of me and always puts me on goddamn edge. It is very easy to fuck this up and die. Alright? It's also easy to just get through it like it's not a goddamn problem. Pressure shelter. Alright, Mr. Split's gone wrong with the water jump. There's a switch to drain the water. Press it, yes. And now here he comes, slamming into it. Now we have problems.
Emergency.
Time limit now.
Source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
Okay. First things first, we're going to use the lever. Okay, we have to unlock the safety. Release the safety. Okay, now we do this, but then it's gonna lose pressure. Okay. Solid oil pressure.
30% of pressure threshold.
Shit, this is not the time. Press, press switch 1. Seems green. But it won't budge after. Alright, the safety got engaged again. Okay, disengage safety.
50% of pressure threshold.
Pull it.
Activate
This should do it.
drainage system immediately.
This should do it. Alright, we live today, bitches. And now we drain the water. And that is that entire encounter. Fuck that noise. Alright. scares the shit out of me every time. Alright. Bunch of shotgun shells down here. Absolutely take those. I think there's also some Magnum rounds down here too. Soak beyond use. Diving suits are next. Doesn't see anything of use. Through the gated door. Yeah, there's the Magnum rounds. We're not going to grab that yet. We will come back for those. They have a great purpose. And that's reloading the most powerful weapon in the game. Okay, second most powerful weapon in the game. I can't deny that the rocket launcher is way more damaging than... Oh, hey. You know what? We're gonna... No, let's go deal with it. I took the wrong way. I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. No, never mind. I'm realizing why I want to do what I'm doing. So I need to put away two things. One, I need to put away the shotgun. And that's it, actually. Never mind. I just need to put away one thing. So we'll climb out of here. This might trigger a cutscene. And if it do, cool. Oh shit, is he a Crimson Head? He looks like it. Yep! I blew his arm off! We're not reloading this gun. We are not reloading this gun. We're putting it away and we're never touching it again. Yeah, I know there's that blinking piece of paper in the distance, but we can't do anything with it right now. Or at least, let me rephrase that, we shouldn't do anything with that right now. Because if we do, we make our lives more difficult for no good reason. And so we're going to need 2 inventory slots because there is a key we need to collect here, and we need to pick up the shotgun. And the good news is we can make room for the shotgun by putting away our shotgun. Goodbye, 3 shotgun shells we will never get back. I don't really think that's that big of a problem, though. Away. You know, with how well I seem to actually know this game, despite the fact it's been years since I've played this particular version. Maybe I could try to do a challenge run of it at some point. I know that a while ago, there was somebody in chat who was trying to convince me to do a randomizer run. And that certainly would be fun. It's chaotic as fuck, and I know it's chaotic as fuck, but, like, could be fun. Then the knife-only run has been a thing in the back of my mind for a long time. Ever since I heard about it as a kid in the gaming magazines that we would pick up from the grocery store. Like tips and tricks and shit. I always wondered, like, if I could ever even fucking do it. And, like, it's rough, but, like, it's super doable. Especially with Chris's knife. Because, like, Jill's knife ain't, like, bad, don't get me wrong. Damn, I did need, actually, 3 slots. Oh, well. We'll get the Magnum rounds before we get out of here for certain. Unless I just don't. Shark! Still alive. Still a threat. Sad. And then this one is very much so still alive. Alright. Pull the lever. Pull the lever. Ah! Uh-oh, now we're trapped. No, we're not. What a way to go. Rides itself. Deep sixth. Here we go. Residence key. Where is it? It's down here somewhere. There it is. The assault shotgun. There are large teeth marks on this chair. Oh, the sharks were gnawing on a chair, man. You know what I could do? So I'm kind of tired of being in the caution state. So we're just gonna use that that full heal. Put ourselves into a good spot. And we're just gonna come over here and we're gonna pick up the magnum rounds. Ah, the assault shotgun. It does more damage, it fires faster, and holds more ammo. It is just an all-around upgrade. Magnum rounds. And with this key, we are definitely triggering a cutscene. Because I think that's the flag for that particular event. And it is the residence key for the gallery. Climb the ladder. And I'm gonna adjust my seat because I don't know, it's just not comfy right now. Lean back a bit. Not bad. Bad. Got a pillow on this chair. Just for added support. Like, I know there's a back pillow on this already. Use the gallery key. No further use for it. Discard it. Yes.
Mox, can I have an awoo?
Can you have an awoo? You can have an awoo. You can have an awoo, Gray. As a treat. However, I require this payment. You have to hydrate. Ow! There you go, Gray. Alright.
To be honest, Mox, I'm probably going to the hospital very soon.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm guessing you're not doing okay. I hope whatever's going on... Ah, damn. I forgot the combo.
Literally packing the bag with my meds.
I see. Literally packing it as you go. Well, Gray, it'll be okay. The people at the hospital are gonna help, and they'll get the treatment to help you out, okay? I'm really sorry that you gotta go through that again. But it'll be okay. You're gonna be just fine. And then when you get out of the hospital, you're gonna be able to awoo. And whenever you're feeling down, you can always awoo from us. Write the book. Here. One more for the road.
MoCS.
No worries. I can't do a heck of a lot, but if I can make you smile, that works. Green is the line. So green is line. And line equals 6. Okay. Oops. I was gonna still do that, but I'm just putting in notes in the chat. Blank equals 5. Oh yeah, sure, that's exactly what I wanted to put down. And then I guess the dot equals 3. Ha! Ha! I didn't even think about it until I sent it. Whoops. My notes for this has made a pee-pee. Alright, to the gallery. Okay. So, blank is 5. Oops. Dot is 3. Line is 6. And this is where Chris can't do this. Oh god, kakibori. Yeah, that's the solution to doing the solution. You don't know much about medicine, so there's no point in taking the empty bottle. Yeah, Chris cannot do it. He is physically incapable of doing this. This is one of those ones that's on the time limit, I think, and if I fuck it up, I die. Oh, the exterminator. Let's go take care of the exterminator. Alright, let's finish his job. The corpse with a contorted expression of pain on his face. He's holding something. It is the insecticide spray. Being stung to death by bees would be a terrible way to go, honestly. Just get poisoned. Like, I felt the controller vibrate. So it made me think that, I got attacked for there for a second. Alright, so now we got the insecticide. Let's take the map of the residence, which is going to now have me get attacked by bees. There's a hole in the wall here. See, a giant beehive. Bees! Which is gonna make them drop like bees. Ah! Ah! And over here.
Don't make me laugh XD, it hurts.
But I'm really good at making you laugh. Room number 3. Alright, so let's go open room number 3. Room number 3 is just right here. No further use for the key, discard it.
True.
Making people laugh is one of the skills I have. Let's go into the bathroom and see what's in here. What evil lurks in the bathroom? It's the evil of whatever the fuck this is. Roots of some kind of giant plants are sticking out of the wall. It's full of dirty water. Pull the plug. I see the shiny of something in there. There's something in the bathtub. It was a knife. So this is the root room. Previously the root room was actually in the flooded area with the sharks, but that room apparently has been removed. Oh, that's probably not good. Giant plant is crushing the wall. A swarm of angry moths surrounds it. Oh, don't tell Trinky. Trinky would hate this. Huh. Shelf is not going to look. There's one white sandwich. Oh. Organic chemistry lab experiment. The similarities in the cellular characteristics of the rapidly growing plant have infected by the T-virus have been reported in previous papers. However, while repeating these experiments, an interesting new fact became clear. We've learned that a chemical in the UMB family, UMB number 20, contains a compound that is toxic to the cells of the plant. We have given UMB number 20 a new name, the V-Jolt. If calculations prove correct, then V-Jolt is applied directly to the root of the plant. The entire plant should be dead within 5 seconds. The V-Jolt can be made by simply mixing the VP and the UMB chemicals in a specific ratio. However, extra care must be taken when handling these UMB chemicals. They've been known to generate toxic gases if mishandled. The following characteristics of each UMB chemical are the following. We need to remember that. Alright. There's a proper typewriter here. But we're not going to use this yet. Why? Because I want one more item. So we are going to make a run all the way back to the save room. My cursor was sitting in the middle of the screen for some reason. I wonder how long that's been there. The answer was too long, probably. Oops. Spin in a circle. I love running down hallways and then suddenly getting compelled to just do a 360 for no reason. Alley-oop. 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 Alright, so first things first, ink ribbon. It's not necessary to... Oh, right, I have to look at the typewriter. Yes. In case I die. You don't want it to be tragic and have to redo so much of the game. Because, boy, is that not fun. The only thing I have that's gonna work for them. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna put away the handgun. And we're gonna take out the problem solver. Alright, and with it, we are going to take with us a first aid spray. I know I've been trying to avoid those things, and I'm still trying to avoid those things, but if I have to heal, I don't mind using it. What is better, losing a couple of points or dying? The answer is dying. Don't want to lose the points. I want a high score. How? I'd rather die than lose any points in this. That's the point. Nah. Don't laugh at that. That was a bad joke. I don't want to hear a single chuckle from that terrible joke I just made.
Get that high score.
Get the high score. Oh, that doesn't look right. Hold on, is this a naked lady? Hold on. A second. I think this is a naked lady. It is!
I know what painting that is. Ye she naked.
Ye is she naked. Oh, there were bobs on the screen. Alright. Let's go in there with the Magnum. Let's go fight the giant plant, Plant 42. Ah! Oh no. I triggered things badly, didn't I? I did. Rebecca isn't gonna... Oh, right. Okay, so... if Richard dies, and I don't get the shotgun, to help out with the fact that I don't get the shotgun, Rebecca Chambers shows up here, and it's like, oh no, Chris, you're being eaten by a plant, let me help. And then you go and do this bit where you play as Rebecca, mix the Vigil, use it on the things to free Chris, and then he fights a weakened Plant 42. But because I don't need that, because I have the assault shotgun, we're fine. Did I... Oh my god. The problem solver! The problem solver! Yeah! Like it wasn't even shit. Hot diggity damn. I love you, Magnum. Smooch.
You do best, Mox.
Aww. Alright, let's go get this house key. The mansion key. And this should be the helmet key. Oops. No, examine. Sure is. So now we go back to the mansion. Okay, this is gonna proc a
You smooch Magnum but withhold smooch from SNU.
Yes.
WTF.
Yes. Snoo isn't the problem solver. Snoo doesn't hold 6 rounds.
Oh, you scared me.
Hi, Rebecca.
You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dead.
What's dead?
But... Richard...
Yeah, he got eaten by a shark.
Gone.
I'm sorry.
What a
It's
weird
my
delivery.
fault. I should have watched out for him.
Watch it out.
Found a pharmaceutical room. I think I can come up with something useful. I'll be there. I'm glad you're still okay.
So this isn't going to be as helpful, but it's kind of a nice little thing. Basically, for a little while, Rebecca's going to hang out in this room over here, and if you get wounded, she will heal you for free. And you can do it a couple of times, but you have to be in that area to do it. Here he is.
Wesker?
Chris, you're alive.
My words exactly. Where's Jill? Thought you were with her.
Yeah, I know. We got separated.
I see. Anyway, we better find a way out of here before we turn into zombie food. Got any suggestions, Wesker?
Go check out the mansion.
We should get a better grip on the situation. There must be areas still to be explored in that other mansion. Chris, I want you to check them out one more time. I'll continue my investigation here.
Sure thing.
Man, what a wonderful guy. Nothing could possibly be wrong from him. Nothing. Nothing at all. I can run past this now because the plant's dead. Hooray! Alright. Now I have to debate on whether or not I actually take the pistol out again, because I don't know if I'm actually gonna need to use it. I also don't need the crank for a while, so that's good. I have so much handgun ammo, though, and I don't have a whole lot of shotgun shells. Everything's about to get a lot harder. No, we'll rock the shotgun. We'll rock the shotgun for a bit, and then we will break out the pistol again later. So saith Mr. Mox. Yes, I have everything I need. I did double check real fast in my head. Did I have everything? Yeah. Let's save. Let's save. We just went through a boss. And things are bad. We're about to fight enemies that have a instant kill move, and I'd rather have a save that's after the boss than before the boss. So just to be safe, we're going to save. Hello. I'm getting really cautious all of a sudden. Like, later parts of the game, I just don't want to redo stuff, you know? I just don't want to redo shit. Alright. Goodbye, ink ribbon. I did put it away, right? Yeah, I did. I glanced over, took a swig from my drink, and then immediately forgot whether or not I put the ink ribbon away. Dum 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 bum 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 bum.
This is Brad.
Brad!
You can't answer me. Somehow give me a sign.
Chris to Brad. Can you hear me? Brad!
Dude, you know it's broken.
Damn!
Brad! Brad!
Oh shit, that was a dog! Goodbye, puppy. I was like, huh, that's a weird looking body. I don't remember that being there. It got up.
No! Drop snakes!
Ooh, 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 the camera's fucking me. Oh no! Oh, I got lucky. These snakes are one of like 2 enemies that can poison you in this whole fucking game. And if I got poisoned, I was gonna have to go all the way back to use one of those blue herbs. Because those are like one of the only blue herbs in the whole game. That could have been bad. That could have been really bad. Oh, there's one here. Look at that. We're still fine. We're still fine. Everything's okay. Everything's just peachy. Oh, hello. Don't mind if I grenade. Don't mind if I shotgun. Don't mind if I first aid spray. Only one, though. We'll have to come back to this area, so we'll keep that open. Use this to protect yourself from the monster in chains that can't be hurt by guns. I also fixed the doorknob to make sure you can get that way. It makes it seem like you're going to be chased by the monster in chains, aka Lisa Trevor, in this spot, but that's not the case. We're not going to see Lisa again for a while. What we are going to see, however, are these abominations. These affronts to God. Nope, 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 nope. Ah! Okay. The hunters are here. My inventory is ridiculous. This is wild. I'm doing fairly well as far as my supplies go. No, I don't have to worry about the zombies, though, because the hunters have cleared out most of them. Not all of them, but most of them. Who's the hunter now? Dead. 3 shotgun shells. Now remember, there's one up here, too. What I do know, however, is that one of the helmet key doors is over here. And I can think of one other one off the top of my head. 2 other ones, actually. For a second, I was like, who lit that fire? Oh yeah, it was me. I lit the fire. Just checking the lab coat. Just seeing if maybe there were on the off chance there was an item inside of it. You know? Oh yeah. This fucking room. Oh, fucking nerve-wracking. And unfortunately, it goes 2 ways. I can fuck it up here very easily. Damn. Not able. So we gotta get through to the other side. Hit the button. Run. Get over here. Push this fucking thing.
Have
All
to
right.
go now, Mox.
You have a good time there, Gray. Take it easy, okay? I wish you the best. And just let us know how it's going, alright? Let's jump down the hall. What's the worst that could happen?
Okay. Say hi to poor Chem House for me, okay?
Will do. I will let them all know. It's one of the end game pieces. The Ego Metal. We're not going to need this for a while. November 29th, 1967. I can't get out. I've tried every possible way to escape, and only be faced with the reality that I'm trapped. I've been everywhere. The laboratory with the large glass tubes filled with formaldehyde in those dark, wet, and eerie caves. What can I do? At first, I didn't want to believe my eyes, but the familiar high-heeled shoe in the corner, it was like reflex. One name came to my mind. Jessica. I don't want to believe they share the same fate as me. No, I can't give up hope. I have to hope they're alive. November 30th, 1967. I haven't had anything to eat or drink for the past few days. I feel like I'm going crazy. Why is this happening to me? Why do I have to die like this? I was too obsessed with designing this ghastly mansion. I should have known better. November 31st, 1967. It was a dark and damp underground tunnel, and another dead end. Waiting in the darkness, something caught my eye. Casually, I lit my last match and had to see what it was. A grave. But deeply engraved into the stone was my name, George Trevor. At that instant, it all became clear to me. Those bastards knew from the beginning that I'd die here, and I fell right for their trap. But it's too late now. I'm losing it. Everything is becoming so far away. Jessica, Lisa, forgive me. Because of my ego, I got both of you involved in this goddamn conspiracy. Forgive me. May God justify my death in exchange for your safety. George Trevor. Name's carved on the smallest gravestone. George Trevor. It's a switch. Hit it. Yeah. Let's go down. Oh, hi. I'm really not worried about that spider. Oh, hello. At the mansion basement. Cool. Over here are some shotgun shells. Don't mind if I... No, let me... Get... Thank you. Whoa! Alright, well, I guess he's dead. I don't know why he was just sitting there, but like, whatever. We found a bunch of shotgun shells. That'll take care of that. Not gonna be a problem there. Great. No, that sounds like the steppies of a zombie. It is the steppies of a zombie. What's this? Oh, a knife. Hell yeah. I've got plenty of ammo. We can waste some on these guys. Oh, double head tap. They ain't coming back. Ooh. Handgun ammo. No, we're leaving that behind. We have more handgun ammo than we're going to need. Looks like the power supply to the elevator. Switch over. Ah, the elevator's working again. Hooray! And this should lead, actually, into the kitchen, if I remember correctly. Where there's, like, a crawling zombie, a regular zombie, and then a corpse. Yeah. Oh, crawling zombie got it. I don't care, though. Yeah, this body never gets up, though. Ever. Oh, goody. Alright, get me out of here. Up we go! Whoa! Knife. Oh, grenade. I didn't know I had one of those things. Oh, he's done. I hear one more. But I can't see him. Oh, it's over here. There he is. Wow, he took that like a champ. Jesus, that dude did not give a damn. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Everything we need is in this room. Fortunately, I don't have the inventory space for it, and I don't think there is a spot over here for me to get all the... This doesn't make any sense. Are you implying that yawn is optional? Are you really telling me right now that Yawn the Snake is an optional boss fight? I don't fucking believe you. I've unlocked it. We need to go find a storage container real fast. Where are we? Okay. Where are we in relation to a storage container? Fairly far away, actually. I guess my best bet is probably going to be going Oh, through here, around, and then down those stairs. Yeah, that'll be the easiest way. I had to get my layout of the land again, but I got it. I got this. Not even a problem. Hold on. Why did I just have that familiar twinge of danger? Cool. We'll come back up and check that in a second. Just, I don't know why. I suddenly feel like I'm in fucking danger in here. Do hunters show up at this place? I think they do. Alright. So, put away the problem solver ammo. Put away this, because we're not going to need it for a long time. Honestly, I could probably put away the first aid spray. Just move everything up. And now we got plenty of room for anything and everything we could ever want. And we still have a bunch of rooms to explore. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Now, we haven't found any of a particular item that I need to find. And these things are called MO discs. I think there are 3, I think. Shotgun shells, don't mind me. So we move this forward. And then we can investigate this thing, right? Trophy of the bowl. Oh, a dagger. Mail to Chief of Security. Attention, Chief of Security, date July 22nd, 1998, 2:13. X Day is drawing upon us. Execute the following procedures within 1 week. Prompt actions are demanded. 1. Lure stars to the estate and obtain BOW's raw combat data against stars. 2. Collect 2 embryos of each mutated specimen as samples, including the tyrant. Dispose of the tyrant. 3. Ensure complete disposal of Arclight Laboratory, including personnel and test animals. Disguise their deaths as an accident. When the above procedures are executed, report to headquarters for further instructions. If for some reason you are unable to execute the procedure by the deadline, report immediately. In case of emergency situations, report directly to the extension number 5691. Good luck, Umbrella Headquarters, Umbrella Inc. There's a light switch. I would like to take out the tube, please. Thank you. Jules, it's enough. Would you like to take out the tube? I now have the red gemstone. I don't remember what we need the red gemstone for. I know the yellow one, but I don't remember the red one. Ah! Ow! Fuck! Yep, there it is. There's the death. As I said, these guys will just kill you. Get used to it. I get the achievement. Get used to it. Yeah, you are dead. Yeah, I know. Ah, we died. Sad. Tragic, even. But them's the ropes. So we have a fair bit to do because we have that. We're back at the resident storeroom. So we have everything that we have done up to this point since the hunters arrived at the mansion to do all over again. So that's cool. However, I think I'm going to do this at another time. So, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I had a good time. Tomorrow we're going to be playing more Payday with Karanzi, and then Thursday is the D&D stream. Please come and check that out. That's going to be very exciting. I'll put a lot of time and effort into that. It's going to be myself, Trinky, Snoo, and Karanzi. I'm going to be hosting it through here, where these 3 adventurers are going to be exploring a place and doing a campaign that I'm calling the Island of the Blue Flame. I've put a lot of work into it. It's going to be Trinky's first D&D game, Karanzi's in a while, and Snooze plays on the reg, so it's really nothing new to Snooze. There's also going to be audience participation. You're going to actually be able to hold the fates of these characters in your guys' hands and decide a bunch of things, which is going to be very fun. So look forward to that. Until then, I hope you all stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to wash your hands. I wish you all a good night. Before we get out of here, let's see if there's anybody who's available for us to raid. There's actually an individual I have in mind right now, but we have to make sure that they're online. So let's see here. Are they still streaming? No, they stopped streaming. However, I have another friend online. So let's go raid them. Alright, let's go raid Zora Yorosaki. They appear to be playing Xenoblade Chronicles. Oh, I guess that's out. So, everybody, let's go over there and say hello. See how they're doing. So until then, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to wash your hands. Bye-bye.